Hello, we are going to present to you the situational analysis for the brand LULO, which is a product that was launched last year in 2020 by Bavaria, the largest beer company in Colombia. In our group, we are David Velandia Prieto, María Andrea Gutiérrez, Carlos Esteban Muñoz, Juan Luis Cepeda, and me, Sergio Puyo. Here is the advertising that was released when the product was launched.
Cuando el hambre pega en casa, algo deli con cola y pola Lulo aguanta.
Sería bacano un calentado o un churrasco muy pro con chimichurri.
Chimichurri, búsqueda no encontrada.
Tendrían flow unos frijoles o un sancocho o un pollo bien power.
Cuando el hambre pega en casa, algo deli con cola y pola Lulo aguanta.
Sería bacano un calentado o un churrasco muy pro con chimichurri.
Chimichurri, búsqueda no encontrada.
Tendrían flow unos frijoles o un sancocho o un pollo bien power.
We wanted to show you this advertising in order to express the brand's strategy, which is focused in communicating the product as a pairing drink with traditional Colombian food. Regarding the mission and vision of the product, we gather both the product's and the company's mission and visions. In regard of the mission, we want to be the pioneer brand and drink in the Colombian market within the beer mix category. Second, offer the perfect pairing drink with traditional Colombian food for our clients' day-to-day and special events. And third, expand the beer category with an innovative product made of a citric and Latin Colombian flavor, such as the LULO fruit. As for the vision, we want to become the #1 pairing drink with foods and special events in Colombia, carry on pairing with traditional Colombian food, and be positioned in the top of mind of consumers who seek daring at experimenting with new flavors. And finally, create a strong brand positioning as a leading beverage in the beer-based mix market. For the brand's positioning, we focus on 3 smart objectives, which are to capture a market share of 1% for the six-pack of Cola y Pola Lulo within 4 months of launch by 31st of December by 2020, to sell 600,000 six-pack units by 31st of December 2020 through all sales channels, and earn net profits of 1 billion Colombian pesos in the beer market category within 4 months of launch by 31st of December 2020.
Cola y Pola Lulo is at the beer market. In Colombia, this is a 6.69 billion market, and beer consumption among Colombian population is almost a habit and typical nationwide. That's why mixed beer drinks like Cola y Pola Lulo came up. The potential consumers of this kind of drink are people over 18 from all ages and alcohol consumption preference. About 36 million people could be potential customers for this product. In a country where beer represents 75% of total alcoholic beverage sales and 95% of total alcoholic beverage consumption in terms of volume, beer is the most dynamic market among alcoholic beverages, and its growing projections are optimistic. It is expected that in the next years, Colombians' beer consumption will increase 33.4%. Beer market and industry in Colombia is a clear example of an oligopolistic structure, with entrance barriers like high investment requirements, strong consumers' loyalty to traditional brands, and economies of scale. Bavaria's market share is around 92%, but in the last 5 years, one of the most important economic groups of the country introduced a strategy to compete with Bavaria. Central Cervecera de Colombia is now a rising player in the market and has the financial muscle and operations capacity to cut down Bavaria's supremacy.
Regarding the Porter's 5 forces of our product, within the threats of new entrants, we have barriers to entry such as large capital costs of property, plant and equipment, large marketing and advertising budgets, and strong investment in innovation strategies. We also have high loyalty towards traditional brands, clear product differentiation required, high competition against major brands that already control distribution channels and run on economies of scale, and strict industry regulations. Here in Colombia, we have the INVIMA. Regarding the power of buyers, we have the customers increasingly demand on a higher cost-benefit relation, and a large competitors establish prices and control distribution channels, leaving clients with selected options. As for the threat of substitute products, we have main substitutes are pairing drinks for meals, such as beer, sodas, natural drinks, light cocktails such as sangria, tinto de verano, and wine. We also have a price performance of substitute and a perceived level of product differentiation. Regarding the supplier power, we have the low bargaining power of suppliers due to strict requirements and protocols established by large companies. Also, we have an industry led by large volume produced companies who gives limited negotiation power to suppliers, and suppliers have a higher bargaining power with low volume brands. Finally, for the competitive rivalry, we have a market share of 92.75% for Bavaria, 3.88% for Central Becerra, and others. There is an industry growth of 100% in 2019, and we are dealing with a leading company and a strong brand loyalty. However, the company has lost 5% of market share since the arrival of Central Cervecera and other competitors.
We create our partitioning diagram based on beverage to be paired with food. There we classified it on the alcohol ones and the non-alcohol ones. On alcohol, we divided on low alcohol level, which has from 0 to 9%, medium alcohol level from 9 to 22, and high alcohol level with 22 and more percentage of alcohol. Cola y Pola LULO has 2% of alcohol. It competes directly with beer, Smirnoff Ice, Four Loko, wine, spirits, and cocktails. On non-alcohol beverage, it competes with natural juice, fizzy drinks, water, flavored water, and iced tea. And with hot drinks, it competes with coffee, tea, and infusions. We create a second partitioning table based on stimulant features. There we classify beverage with alcohol and the ones which don't have alcohol. On alcohol, we divide it on low, medium, and high alcohol. The Cola y Pola LULO is classified on low alcohol level 2. It competes as well with Smirnoff, beer, Four Loko, wine, spirits, and cocktails. On non-alcohol drinks, we divided on cold drinks and hot drinks. On cold drinks, we found energy drinks such as Red Bull, Vive 100, Bank, and Cola y Pola Energy. We identify fizzy drinks as an important rival too, and coffee and tea are quite important too. Other products which competes as well are chocolate and cigarettes or pipes.
So now we have the macroenvironmental trends. We identified five trends that affect our brand either in a positive or in a negative way. In the first place, we have the flavor and texture innovation. So millennials are seeking for innovative products with all different kinds of flavors and textures, and especially here in Colombia, they're looking for Colombian flavors. On the beverage market, the citric flavors are being preferred over the sweet flavors. This affects our brand on a positive way. On the second place, we have public health concerns by the common population and backed by policies. These affect heavily the beverage companies as they have to seek for low sugar, low calories alternatives to satisfy the market demands. These affect our brand on a negative way. On the third place, we have the mindful consumption. So ethics, transparency, and sustainability are becoming more and more important on the product and the company levels. Consumers are calling companies to put social and environmental responsibility on the forefront of their corporate strategy, and they're influencing their buying decisions on these aspects. So this trend can either affect our brand on a positive or in a negative way. On the fourth place, we have convenience. So consumers want more offers on convenience presentations. Hence, competitors are presenting more options on these presentations. These affect our brand on a negative way. And on the last place, we have personalization, digital marketing, and relationship with customers. So digitalization enhance communication and feedback with customers, and in this way, increasing segmentation and targeting. It is producing a wide variety of offerings with big personalization offers for each specific kind of customer. And these affect our brand on a positive way.
For the competitors, we find two representative brands, which are Andina and Colaipola Traditional. Both brands are accessible for their price and have a great presence in Colombian market, from small stores and large supermarkets. For people, the products are neither sweet nor bitter, and the amount of alcohol is indicated. With regard to advertising, the two products are present in all the media. At the same time, they hold events to show their products. In the case of Andina Beer, the Colombian singer and symbol of the culture, Carlos Vives, is the official face of the beer, making the product feel very regional and traditional. Likewise, the name of the brand represents the change of mountains that runs through Colombia. In 2020, there were some problems due to COVID-19. The production of beverage was reduced and demand fell. At the same time, the people began to have healthier habits, avoiding alcohol consumption. In general, these brands have been important reference for alcoholic beverage due to their very good reception by the public and generation of a good image of the beer in the sector.
LULO is a beverage that has been designed for mass market, for people from all social levels, professions, and incomes. We built our segmentation table based mainly on flavor characteristics such as sweetness, bitterness, and citric flavor. The second feature is stimulant, and the third one, low alcohol level. For non-users, we choose people who don't drink alcohol beverage, people with medical restrictions such as diabetes or liver problems, people that are not interested in. And on variables, we found that the main ones are behavioral and demographic, where in behavioral the usage rate is the most important. We segmented it on light, medium, and heavy. On occasions, as Colepola was created to be paired with food, and the Lulo one mainly with Colombian typical food, we think that this feature is very important. People can share it with family and friends on special occasions and regular occasions, such as watch TV or watch football matches and barbecue times. On age, as this product was launched mainly on social media, we believe that it was directed mainly for generation Y and Z.
Okay, so now for the positioning map and the positioning statement. So from the segmentation table, we identified that we have two main differentiators with our product. On the one hand, we have the flavor and we divided it between citric and bitter. And on the other hand, we have the occasion. So we divided it between food pairing and social meetings. We identified also that the segment that we want to target was the one that had the citric flavor and that was good to pairing it with food. This means that on our positioning map we are going to be located on the left upper side, and this is the segment that we want to target. So now our positioning statement is going to be for individuals seeking for citric flavored beverages, perfect for accompanying meals, especially typical Colombian meals, at an affordable price. Cola y Pola Lulo takes all the knowledge from Bavaria's 132 years on the Colombian beer market to offer a perfect match with an authentic Colombian flavor to create enjoyable moments for these individuals.
We're gonna start with the price. Actually, for our product, the price is really good. It's around 55 cents of dollar. It's because the company, in this case Bavaria, has a great logistic chain. It produces low cost in transport and storage. The next one is place. In this case, we cannot find the product easily, so the market is restricted. Actually, Cola y Pola Lulu is only in big markets like Éxito and Caribbean. Bavaria has a great presence around the country. At the same time, Bavaria has some factories in different parts of the country. For the product, we found that Cola y Pola Lulo has an unique and regional flavor. In this case is LULO, a tropical fruit of our country. Another good thing about our product is the special concept, I mean the mix between beer and soda. We can find similar on the market. Finally, for the promotion, they have an aggressive campaign on social media, especially on Instagram. At the same time, they have a website where we can find the product and more details. But the product doesn't have ads in mass media like radio or TV. In conclusion, we found that Cola y Pola Lulo is not easy to find in the market. They don't have enough cover in Colombia, so they can learn of Cola y Pola traditional or other competitors. At the same way, we think that Cola y Pola Lulo is wrong focused because nobody wants to try it. That public is a young people, so they want another kind of product. Finally, for the COVID-19, the people doesn't have the opportunity to know new products on the market, so they consume only known brands.
On the SWOT analysis, we identify as strengths its low price, which is 2,000 Colombian pesos. It has been packaged on cans, which can be recyclable. It's perfect to be pairable with traditional Colombian food. It has a low alcohol level, so it can be drink on any occasion. It's aligned with new trends. Nowadays, it is quite used citric flavors. It has been created with LULO, that is a Colombian fruit, and Bavaria is a quite known brand in Colombia. On weaknesses, we identified as a problem that adults prefer normally traditional flavors. It could be a seasonal product. It has many rivals at lunchtime. People used to drink only one can and then change the type of drink. And it has low market share. Its ads has been launched mainly on social media. And due to COVID pandemic, the consumption of beverages has been decreased. On opportunities, we found that it could be quite good that its target is young people. The reposition of the brand is designed to drink at home, and nowadays because of COVID, it's more used, and its wide distribution on supermarkets and small stores. On threats, we found that the young population decreasing it can be a problem. It's a problem as well that this product can't the end of the novelty, so people try it only once and then stop drinking it. It has a strong competitors, and traditional Cola y Pola could be a problem because it's more situated on the people's mind. And people have been changing their consuming habits as well, so it has a high level of sugar, so people can prefer other type of drinks instead of cola y pola lulu.
Based on the situational analysis that we performed, we identified the following three marketing problems. The first one is that they target a specific age group, and we believe that they should target a wider variety of age groups. In that way, they could penetrate more the market and capture more market share. The second marketing problem that we identify is that they didn't have sufficient online presence, even though they had some advertisement campaigns on some media. We believe that presence wasn't enough. The third marketing problem that we identify is that due to the COVID, the consumption habits of the population have shifted, and they are not consuming the same amount of alcoholic products. And this means for this brand that we should reposition the product on a different way in order to achieve the goals that we present at the beginning of this video.
These are our references. And thank you very much for your time.